somewhere in a secret location that nobody knows about, and he's sending me some text here as well, and wishing everybody luck that's on the show tonight. He'll be back again on Saturday, and he'll be back in the hot seat. It's, when you see, I'm normally in the other seat that another Paul is helping me tonight, and I don't have the headphones on, but just listening to the lads, the Wild Atlantic Buskers, and the sound and the quality, and before that as well with Aaron Wilson, brilliant stuff. So thanks for all your text as well. We're streaming live on the Highland Radio Facebook, and my next guests, and they're all dressed in, well, they're going to tell us all about what they're dressed in, costumes and everything, and it's the Ren Marabou and the Berserkers, and I'm really looking forward to hearing how they got their name and all the other stuff that comes from. It's sitting in front of me, and on camera you're looking at from right to left to right. We'll go is Michael. Michael, how are you doing? Good. We'll chat to you later on, Mike. We'll get a chat out of you. Everybody has to chat when they come on to Monday night sessions. Nobody escapes. In the middle on drums we have Torrance.
Hello there.
He's in the distance from the mic, but he's going to shout for us tonight. And on my right hand side he's dressed with a cape and whatever else and chains. It's the Ren himself. Ren, how you doing?
Great, buddy. Thank you so much for having us on.
We're delighted. I know we changed your date as well, and thank you for doing that for us. But we wanted to get you up because I know it's Ren. Just a brief synopsis of the band, and we get a tune, and we've loads to talk about. But the name.
So basically, the name is. I'll try and make the short answer. Short answer would be I was a solo artist for quite a while during the pandemic, and was signed to a label called Misanthropic Records. And as things were progressing, I was lucky to get the boys on board. And when I got the boys on board, the management wanted and the label wanted us to make it a full band. But they didn't want me to drop the Ren Marabou thing. So everybody's like, geez, he's an awful narcissist, that lad. So, it's actually, it was the label chose to, keep the Ren Marabou, but then bring the Berserkers on.
And so Ren Marabou is your real name, is it?
No, it's my stage name. But Ren would be a nickname that I would have been given over the years. And I was in a band for years called Marabou, and that just kind of, that's where that came from.
And then the next bit is, tell us about the Berserkers. Like, where's the Berserkers coming from?
Yeah, so this would be the Viking theme that we go for. Norse mythology is a I've a, what would you say, a kindred vibe off it. I'm a Norse pagan myself, so I believe in all that kind of stuff as my faith, but it's just so interesting. All the Norse stories are just amazing, and there's such a huge, rich history in Ireland with that stuff. So it's something that nobody ever spoke about, because we regard ourselves as a Norse Gael. My ancestry would be like Irish, but Celtic, Gaelic. But then I have a lot from Norway that came down through the Shannon. Yeah. And a lot of my history would be to do with Vikings and like all of us here in Ireland, actually, we're all very tied in. It's something that not many people really sing about these days in the songs. So we just thought, we'd bring that theme into it.
And so you're originally from, is it Dublin, or where's the...
I'm originally from Dublin, but since I moved up here, I found out that my great-grandmother was from Ballybuffet. Right. So I'm claiming I'm from Donegal now.
You're like
and the two boys aren't from Donegal either, but we're a Donegal band.
You're like the Irish soccer team. Yeah. I was born in... But you know what? We've loads to talk about. I want to get into the outfits and the whole lot, and you've the album and everything else. But maybe we might have a song first, and we get the levels right. And what are we going to play first?
Well, the first one we'll probably play a mixture of two songs. The first part of it would be Heathens March On, which is from our second album, Sagas, and then it will blend into a track from our first album. It's called Storm of the Beaches. So we thought we'd try something different, and we don't normally play acoustic. Yeah. So this is we're usually quite loud and animated. So we'll see how this goes.
Take it away, Ren Marabou and the Berserkers on Highland Radio.
the heathens march on, the heathens march on, the heathens march on, the heathens march on. We'll thrash you through the Viking fields to raise a heathen hammer high. Victory of Valhalla on the burning soil. We'll march on with his sword in your hand, with his sword in your side. With the killing of Loki, we'll fight, we'll fight. The heathens march on, 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 heathens march on. We'll thrash you through the Viking fields, we'll raise our heathen helms high. Victory of Valhalla on this burning soil. We'll march on with his sword in your hand, with Odin's spear by your side. With the killing of Loki, we'll fight, we'll fight. The heathens march on, 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 heathens march on. With mighty ships ready for the war, this is now the land of the Northmen, warriors of the gods. This is now the land of the Northmen, warriors of the gods. Oh, oh, storm the beaches, whoa, oh, claim the land. Oh, oh, storm the beaches, whoa. 6,000 strong warriors, swords, axe, and shield. This is now the land of the Northmen, warriors of the gods. This is now the land of the Northmen, warriors of the gods. Oh, oh, storm the beaches, whoa, oh, claim the land. Oh, oh, storm the beaches, whoa, oh, claim the land. Oh.
Yeah. Woohoo. That's class. I'll enjoy that. Now, I know that would be pumped up tenfold if you were live on stage. Is that right?
Yeah.
I mean, it would be just headbanging and the whole lot. And Terence, you want to come over? We might have a chat. Come away from the drums, and we'll mix around the chat as well. If that's. I know Rain wants to talk all night, and if you bring that mic about
you cannot get that man stopped when he starts. He's insane. Yeah.
Look, a few comments here. We have Kathleen Curran says brilliant, and Thomas Ratutsky says power.
Oh, Tomasz.
Kira Curran loves it. Kathleen Curran says the Vikings have landed. And, Damien Doherty says Yahoo lads, and Bronwyn, go on lads. Skall, Skall.
Yeah, she's picking up she's picking up the Viking lingo as well.
We'll have a bit of Viking lingo ourselves before the evening. Chat about the. We found the name, and tell us about the album. Is just released, and I saw you were handing it into. Letterkenny, Universal Bookstore.
Yeah, Universal Books. Yeah, we'll probably try and get them into a few other places too. But yeah, no, the album we finished the last album just before Christmas, and it was the second one of a trilogy. We had all these great. Well, Ren had all these great songs. He had about 40, maybe 50 songs, and there were 3 albums in the works.
Yeah.
So the last album, we started that just before Christmas, and. Like I said, he had about 20, 25, 30 songs, so we whittled them down into these 11 sort of classic tracks. I mean, I love the album myself personally. I think it's great. It's really catchy.
Yeah.
It's not brutal death metal type thing that you would kind of associate with some Viking bands.
Yeah.
It's very, very melodic.
And tell me, because I wouldn't know a lot about the Viking music. It's great just to talk to lads like yourself. But it has a massive following, hasn't it? Because even on your Facebook, you have a great following on your Facebook. And
yeah, what are we up to now? How many followers?
4,000
followers.
I was watching it today and seeing some of your stuff as well.
Yeah.
So tell us, who's going to talk about the tour for me? Because this Scandinavian tour that's happening, and who's going to take that question? Michael, are you
Yeah. Yeah, so the tour is a dream come true for us. We've been massive fans of Vader and Hate for a long time, and we've just been blessed. This year has been absolutely insane. It was a big part was our management, split screen management. Big thank you to Kimo and Taja for working so hard for us this year. So through a lot of negotiation, a lot of talking and stuff, we managed to bag this tour.
Yeah.
So we're going in September 6th, or I think the first night is the 8th, and we'll be 2 weeks or thereabouts on the road with Vader and Hate on the big double-decker tour bus, which is outrageous. It's a dream come true. It's all across Scandinavia. We're starting off in Sweden, then we're going to Denmark, and then we're back to Sweden, and back to Denmark. It's big ping pong, and then we end up Norway is the last night of the tour. So
brilliant.
It's very exciting.
And just to get on stage and be support for this place. As you said, it's a dream come true, Ren, for yourselves. And Michael, yourself, in terms of so the band was formed. When are we talking? The last
about 15 months, was it?
15 months,
Yeah.
Just over during COVID, as we call it, pandemic came together.
Yeah.
And how did you source each other? How does that work in terms of, did you all know each other in the music scene, or?
Not well. I
Very
knew
briefly.
Yeah,
You
I
don't
can-
just say hello to, basically.
Yeah, I knew Cass because I knew Nigel from Kessler
Yeah,
Effect.
you're up next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my wife Broman,
Yeah.
who used to work here. Hello, Broman.
She just said they don't look as, what she said, they don't look as, they're not as scary as they look, is what she said. and Rain likes a chat.
Was it 2022, just before the COVID outbreak? In
Yeah.
February 2022, Broman organised a gig, a charity fundraiser down in the Central Bar for
I remember that.
the Australian bushfires, because
Yeah.
her state was ravaged by bushfires, and her mum was evacuated, and there was a lot of, it was very scary. So she organised that, and I was playing there with another band that night, and Michael was standing in for another bass player with another band, and Rem was there with lovely Kathleen, and I just saw him, and we just kind of started up this conversation, and it was kind of like a love-in, we just had it off straight
Kicked
away.
off.
We started talking about the bands that we love, and we kindred spirits straight away. I could tell, that we were meant to be together. It sounds a bit weird.
Yeah.
We were meant to be Vikings together.
But after that night, because of lockdown, we never saw each other for
6
about a year and
months.
a half. Well, I think it was longer.
Was it longer?
So, I was asking the lads on before you, and maybe each of you can answer this one, but they're 12, 14 and 17, and their musical interests vary from Alton to rap for Michael. Start with at your age of 14, 15, were you into the heavy metal rock?
I tell you, I would have been into indie music. I think when I got to like 16, 17, I discovered Nirvana.
Yeah.
Nevermind, and that was it then. I never looked back.
Brilliant, yeah.
I nicked the cassette tape off my sister, and it just blew my mind. From then on, I just wanted to be like a guitar player, trashing around. And
That was the start of
yeah.
And for those listening, cassette tapes, they were we used to put into a Walkman and wind the spool.
Yeah.
It's like
With a pencil.
Yeah, the pencil. You always had a pencil in your back pocket.
That's right.
when the old
I
Iron
used to
Maiden.
hate when that tape fell out.
Oh, stop.
One of your favourite tapes, and on it. Turns yourself music. When you were, can you?
When I was a kid, mum and dad used to play everything, like country, Charlie Pride, Johnny Cash, Simon Garfunkel.
Yeah.
Those classic, 8-track stereo cassettes. You remember
Yes,
those?
yeah.
So there was a lot of country. Tammy Minette, Philomena Begley, a lot of country there. But as I got a little bit older, I started listening to my sister's albums, and she was into the Undertones and Black Sabbath. I moved into sort of Iron Maiden.
Slowly transition.
Slowly transitioned. Then I discovered German heavy metal, which I still love.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of influences. I love classical music too.
Yeah.
I listen to Rachmaninoff all the time, Chopin. it's very emotive music.
Yes.
And that's
Yeah.
what music has to do to me. Has to make me feel emotional.
And is it funny, Terence, you say that because people look at musicians of all types, right? Whether your boys on a Westlife and say, well, they listen to, and then you talk to musicians like you're saying, you listen to a bit of classical, or and you're not. Sometimes people label us by looking at you and saying, he wouldn't listen to that stuff. And it's funny you talk to people and you listen to classical and Nirvana coming in and all that. Well, what about yourself? What's
I'm similar to Ren. At 14, 15, got into Nirvana, all the grunge stuff, Pearl Jam, Smashing Pumpkins. Been into a lot of kind of Blur and Oasis pulp as well at the same time.
Yeah.
Beatles.
Yeah, and again, another genre coming in there, and the Beatles and all that sort of stuff.
I love all the 60s stuff.
Listen, we've more to talk about. It's 31 minutes, just 9:30 on Highland Radio, Monday night sessions on a Monday evening. Remember, every Monday 8 to 10 we stream live bands, and we're booked out to October at this stage. If you are interested in coming on, contact our Facebook page or email Jimmy Stafford at highlandradio.com or Paul McDevitt at highlandradio.com, and we'd love to get bands on, new bands and bands that have been in existence for a while. You're listening to Ren Marabu and the Berserkers, and I keep making sure I pronounce that right.
You're doing great.
I want to talk about more stuff, gigs coming up, but could we get another tune and get Terence back into his drum set? If you're live watching on Facebook, you're very welcome. Valentine's Day is the lads' anniversary. There you are now, lads.
It's true.
To Valentine's Day, you had the love in Valentine's Day, and Louise Black says brilliant success and every success into the future.
Thank you very
And
much.
also from Rachel Akuch, she says Honda Torrance.
And the Terence.
Honda Torrance, there you are now. That's all coming in on. And that's the beauty of radio. Radio is Facebook now as well as being radio,
Yeah.
and people listen out
It's
there as
amazing.
well. So this is Ren and Marabu and the Berserkers. What are we taking away now, Ren?
Yeah, so I think we'll go with a song from our second album, Sagas. This is called Goddess of the Underworld.
Gallus,
Yeah?
you can bring that your volume up on your. We're doing a few technicalities here.
Give him a bit more of that bass cast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's lovely. Yeah, I like that.
Nice.
Take it away.
All
lads.
Where's all the souls? She watches over the souls of the damned to command the dead lands, goddess of the underworld, ruler of the damned, queen of the darkness. In the realm of the dead, you took your throne, goddess of the underworld, ruler of the damned, queen of the darkness. In the realm of the dead, you took your throne. Where's all the souls? She watches over the souls of the damned to command the dead lords, goddess of the underworld, ruler of the damned, queen of the darkness. In the realm of the dead, you took your throne, goddess of the underworld, ruler of the damned, queen of the darkness. In the realm of the dead, you took your throne. You took your throne.
Woohoo! A big round of applause. I'm liking that music now, you know that?
Yeah.
Who- Yeah, it is. Who we got here? We've got, can see on my one, Paul is turning the camera, but Margaret McClintock says, right, Michael loves country music as well.
No, he does not.
Well,
That's the girlfriend's mother.
Yeah,
I know
I do not.
You're a liar, Cass.
I know Margaret really well, and she doesn't tell a lie, right? So I mean,
hey, the cat's out of the bag now, Cass.
we have a closet fan here, which is it's okay. And you know what? Tonight you can talk about it if you want. No, I'm only joking. No, but that's Margaret. No, there you are.
This is a safe
Yeah.
space, Cass.
I'm
John,
not,
Never that safe.
yeah.
John Higgerty, best of luck with the album and the tour, says John, and congratulations on the tour. Delighted for you all from Kathleen Curran.
Thank you.
Yeah, come back, Ren. Just come back to me on the outfits and
Yes.
because if you're watching now, we've got there's a lot of people listening tonight, right? So you have to paint a picture, which you have painted on yourself
Fine,
anyway. But if you can paint a picture
Yeah.
of people, obviously those watching can see on camera. So you describe your outfit, and then the lads can talk about.
Yeah, well, we went a little bit into the makeup and costume stuff tonight, but we didn't go all out. I just said I'd throw on a bit, just to give you an idea yourself.
Yeah.
So, you know, being Vikings and being Viking musicians who play Norse Gael kind of music, we decided to go for the look of, if you could imagine Celts with the blue war paint,
Yeah.
and the Vikings with the fur, and you know, we have the kilts and everything that we haven't got them on tonight, but I have a little bit of something on. And then we have a lot of like paraphernalia, like the drinking horns and
Oh yeah.
you know, daggers and the whole lot. We didn't bring the daggers. I just have the sheets, so we didn't want to
So
freak us
listen,
out.
if you're listening to Radio World, Ren looks like he's going to go to battle. He's got that half a sheep over your shoulder.
Yeah. I just picked that up on the field on the way in.
Yeah. What is it, a shawl, is it? What do you call them?
Yeah, I just call it my furs.
Furs. Lovely. And the chain is part of the fur, isn't it?
Yeah, that's all part of that, and then obviously my Milner, which is my
Yeah.
Thor's hammer, and yeah, so it's that it's a mixture of
And tell me, that's part of going on stage, isn't it, for yourselves? That
Yeah.
you go on and you dress
Absolutely.
to impress, and you dress as part of what your connection is to the whole Norse and the Viking and stuff.
Yeah, when you go on stage, you want to do a good show, but you it's a show, you know, and it's a performance, you know, and it's like I did quite a few shows with Letterkenny Musical Society years ago,
Yeah.
and they taught me they Billy Patterson, of course,
Yes.
of the Highland Radio
Yeah.
Connection. That whole group taught me a lot about performance and presenting to myself.
Yeah.
I still can't talk very loudly, but I've lost a lot of the nerves
Yes.
that come. And when you go on stage, you want to give a performance. And
Yeah.
if you know when we go on stage at Bennigan's on Friday night, we'll have
That's this Friday, isn't it?
Yeah,
We'll
this
talk about
Friday.
that in a minute.
yeah, we'll have our kilts and our makeup. We did a rehearsal the other night, and I had full black makeup on my eyes, and it was
yeah.
running, and I was drumming, and it was singing. So I learned a few lessons there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a performance. You want to put on a show.
Yeah, and I was talking to an artist during the week, a young artist up and coming, and we were having that exact conversation about he's going to be doing a gig, and I said you just can't go out and sing. You got to perform. You got to engage your audience, and I think that's because I've been to gigs where bands don't engage with you, and you can say just a few words every now and then is what's nice. And Michael, yourself, what do you put on the makeup and all that as
Yeah,
well?
didn't do it today, but most of my outfit's still in the post. Should be there by Friday.
Yeah.
But Friday will be the first time we'll be
Officially,
trying
yeah.
them out.
So tell us, the big. This is kind of a big gig, Bennigan's and Friday night for you, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's our first headline gig in Derry, so
Yeah.
you know.
So tell us if we're listening. What's the
Yeah.
the times and
So we're playing with two really cool bands, aren't we, boys? It's String Cut Puppets.
Yeah.
They're actually from Derry, and a great band from Armagh called Blurred Reality. So it should be really cool. We're all 3-piece bands, so it's going
Yeah.
to be a big rocking, you know, animated night. Let's say.
great musical
Yeah.
place Derry as well. It's got such a Bennigan's is fantastic. So
Yeah.
tickets on the door or
Yeah,
behind the door?
we were running tickets online, but then we just said come to the door and we'll do them a little cheaper.
Okay.
Just come in and $5 in. We were going a bit higher, but we said no because we're treating it as a warm up for our tour. So it'd be great to see everybody out
Brilliant.
there.
Who we got? Hi, Sharon Blake says hi to Ren Marabou and the Berserkers from one of your biggest fan, James Curran. Looking forward to the gig in the Ballor. When are you playing the Ballor?
Yeah.
When's the Ballor on?
27th of August.
27th of August as well.
27th, yeah.
Okay, so that's another one as well. Good luck with the album, says Maria Cross. And Martin Anderson, Torrance made a great high priest in Superstar.
Yeah, oh, thank you, Martin.
There you are now. So they're all.
Who was, I forget who Martin was playing, but Martin did a great performance. In that
Sure,
show.
Martin's a great performer anyway. You know, day and night, he's a great.
Pontius Pilate. He was Pontius Pilate.
Yeah,
He was
I remember that.
fantastic.
Tell us a bit about the labels. You're signed to United Music Mafia and Split Screen. Is that right?
Split Screen Management are the management.
management.
United Music Mafia are this really, really cool. I'd almost call them. I wouldn't say futuristic, it's probably a bit much, but they're very.
They're adventurous.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they like to think outside the box. They're based in Florida,
Right.
run by OG Big Sean, as we call him, Sean Whitlow. He's an absolutely amazing genius in the music industry over there. He's given us so much support. We can't ask for more from a label. This was our first album with them, Tales of Ruin.
Yeah.
And it's just astonishing what they've done for us. And then Split Screen Management is our management, Tajit and Kimo, over in. They're actually based in Italy, so they're both from Finland, but it's all over the place.
Brilliant, brilliant. So
We're international.
yeah.
yeah, well, you can feel that from you, and certainly with the tour and the whole lot that it's and it's you probably know the local. Like I remember a few years ago, myself and Paul started playing a local band called Sheer Buzz, and they were really, and I've seen them perform at Oakfest, and then we had a band on a few weeks ago called Expedition.
Yeah,
from
we know the
Letterkenny.
guys.
And I mean, like they were in the Buskin Festival last year. And I
Yeah.
think they became second, and they were really they're like all of a sudden, and they were in the studio here. I remember I was sitting over here producing. Paul was in the seat here, and they were rocked.
They're amazing.
So
And
it's
they're lovely guys too.
Yeah.
absolutely.
They're playing with us at the Ballor as well.
Are they? Brilliant.
Yeah.
And real Quivine and all the lads there as well. So,
Yeah.
but the point, it's lovely just to see those young bands up and coming. And as I said to the lads, a bit of confidence as well to go out there and play and to come into radio and to be able to talk as well,
Yeah.
which is a big thing for them, which is great. Listen, we'll get another one.
Absolutely. Yep.
Turns back to your hot seat on the drums. And
So, if you don't mind, before we play this one, we want to give you something. This is your little package there. I'll just leave that there.
Paul McDevitt's going to be raging.
I know. We had one for him as well, but sure, this.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So this is mead from a company from our local town here, Ulster Mead Co.
Let's turn the camera.
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
The-
We'll give him a
How's that looking, Paul? You see that? Yeah, that shot. Yeah, we're on it. So
product placement.
So you're ambassadors for Ulster Mead.
Yes, we're ambassadors for Ulster Mead Co. And funny, we had already recorded a track called "Let's Drink Mead." It sounds like there's a CD in there for you as well, and a few little bits and bobs. There's the mead for you.
Let's have a look at the bottle.
It's
It's not a screw top.
No, you've got to work a wee bit.
And preferably you drink them out of a drinking horn. It'll make it taste nicer, you know.
So
that kind of
who
way.
is this? A Letterkenny company?
Yeah, well, they're based in Rafal, is it?
It's two local Polish lads
Yeah.
who've lived here for a long time, and they.
Oh, I know him.
Yeah.
Cuba.
Yeah.
Cuba and
Cuba.
Tomasz.
I know him
There you go.
well.
Cuba and Tomasz.
Yeah.
And they have their little distillery out in Rafal.
So you're distancing the mic turns, but there are distilleries in Rafo, and it's Cuba. I know. That's a lovely bottle as well. So this is
Yeah.
the Ulster Mead Company, King of the North. I've never drank mead. What's it taste like?
It's a fermented honey, so it's kind of like a wine that's fermented grapes, but it's got its own kind of distinct taste to it, and it was a massive drink with the Vikings, so it all works out well for us, you know.
So you're kind of
Yeah.
ambassadors for this then and
Yeah.
promoting it and the whole lot. Yeah.
And then as we announced that, we released a track called "Let's Drink Mead." So it was a big. They gave us a lot of promotion and stuff with the track as well. It was just perfect, it just landed nicely. So
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
I'm telling you, Paul is going to be raging. There's one here from anyway, I'll tell him.
yeah.
But look, we are saying drink sensibly too as well. That's one of the
Absolutely.
courses to
Yeah, we don't
drink-
we don't really drink much ourselves.
Yeah.
We just like to sip it and drink
Yeah.
it casually.
and enjoy it.
Yes.
And that's the best way to do it, isn't
Yeah,
it?
absolutely.
Well, brilliant, lads. It's lovely, and thanks for that. Listen, we'll get another tune.
Yeah. Cool. So this is off our new album. Let's Drink Mead.
You're listening to Highland Radio on a Monday evening at 9:45. It's Ren Marabou and the Berserkers on Highland Radio, and really enjoying tonight's session. Thanks to everybody who's tuned in on radio and on Facebook, and all your lovely comments about the lads as well. Take it away.
great heathen tribe will drink mead and feast in the great hall. Valhalla will await the twilight of the gods, but until then we will drink mead. Valkyries will carry us up to the great hall, to the great hall. But until then we will drink mead. Raise your horn. Let's drink mead. Raise your horn. Let's drink mead. Drink mead and feast in the great hall. Valhalla will await the twilight of the gods, but until then we will drink mead. Valkyries will carry us up to the great hall, to the great hall. But until then we will drink mead. Raise your horn. Let's drink mead. Raise your horn. Let's drink mead.
Lads, that's class. I like that. I didn't look, I didn't know what to expect tonight, to be honest. So I'm really having to read out some of this. Sean McLaughlin's talentless something. I can't use the second word, but Sean, yeah. Queeveen Boyle, great band with great music. Looking forward to the 27th, lads. That's Queeveen from Expedition. Angela McFadden. Good luck from boys from Angela and the gang in France. And who else have we got there? And then we've got Obs on. That must be one of the lads. He says that mead is from the home production but will be available in the market soon.
Yeah.
Enjoy, guys, and thanks for your support. And Rachel, loving the tribal rhythms, the Norse vibes, and the John Snowick furry regalia.
I've ordered from John, yeah.
What's that?
Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm doing three things here. I'm going to read a few texts as well. Hi Jimmy, can you say hi to Ren Marabou and the Berserkers from a big fan, James Curran, who's looking forward to the show in the Ballor. Go on, lads. Skall, Skall. Hello from John Wallace. Please say hello and good luck and all the best to Ren Marabou and the Berserkers. And that's from John Wallace. And somebody's very excited for KPOP group Blackpink's new single Pink Venom coming out this Friday. Will you play it for us? Yeah, we'll get it into us and we'll certainly have a listen to the music. Yes. Thank you very much for all your text. And don't forget, Aidan Murphy is on the way at 10 o'clock. An Elvis special tonight on the anniversary for Elvis. So Aidan will be with between 10 and 12. So we're looking forward to that. What else, lads? What else have we got to... well, we've spoken about the album and we've spoken... How can people get the album, I suppose, is the question. I always love to ask, is it? Yeah,
it's, well, at the moment it's everywhere. Social media wise, or platforms, Spotify, iTunes and all that. But we've actually just this week we've got a batch and it's on Bandcamp, Cass, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bandcamp.
Brilliant.
Shop is up.
So you can get the physical copy.
And Universal Bookstores in Letterkenny.
Yep.
has it down
they
there.
have it as well. Yeah.
And I'm sure if you contact the Facebook, you'll have it on the Facebook page, the link
Yeah,
and all that.
yeah.
You're playing Bennigan's this coming Friday night, so come along to that, and you can pay on the door and enjoy some great music. And the Balor is on the, give me the date again because it came out of my head.
27th of August.
27th of August, and then you're going on your European tour. Call it a European World Tour. Really build it up, and I'm sure you lots more in the pipeline that you'll keep us filled. We love you guys here in the US, says Sean Whitlow.
Lovely.
There you are
Right
now.
back at you, Sean.
Thank you, Sean.
There you are. So that's from Sean. Damien Doherty sent a big round of applause to you as well. So loads of people on the Facebook wishing you, and out there in Radio Land as well, wishing you luck in the coming. And I'm sure, and all the people who support you on your Facebook and all your social media. And we're going to hear lots more from Ren, Marabou, and the Berserkers. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Is that right, yeah?
Yeah.
How do you say it for me?
Ren, Marabou, and the Berserkers.
Torrance? You say it?
Ren Marabou and the Berserkers.
Yeah, it's all the same. Michael?
Same.
He's the quiet one.
Lads, thanks for your company this evening. Really enjoyed it. Thanks
Thank
for your
you.
gift
Thank you.
as well. And we look to forward to having you back at some stage in Highland Radio, maybe another album and all that. We'll see you next week, Michael. You'll be
Yeah.
the Kessler Effect, and loving that new album or
the
that EP. Yeah, and you had a gig in the Balor a few weeks ago as well, or I can't remember what.
Yeah.
Yeah,
couple of months ago.
yeah. I went on. Big Finn Harps man as well, isn't he, Nigel?
Huge Finn Harps.
Yeah, fanatical. So we'll talk about Finn Harps next week. But listen, thanks for all your and good luck in on the tour.
Thank you
I'm
so
sure
much.
we'll be watching your Facebook, and it's really, check out the lads. It's again, as I said, I didn't know what to expect, but I enjoyed that. And Paul here has been rocking his head as well. Paul in
Happy days.
production, so it's great. And I know you had to tone it down for the studio tonight.
It's the
because-
first time we played acoustic. I struggled a bit. I haven't got enough frets and stuff like that, So
You just can't hit
yeah.
that top.
So excuse my boo boos. It won't happen on Friday.
No, but, and thanks for going to the effort to dress up as well and put on the gear and
Of
the paint,
course.
because it does add to the performance. And I think now that we're on Facebook and all that, we'll be putting up some pictures later on as well of yourselves and the look and the stuff. So will we? Could we do one more? I know we kind of said three, but
This is an unprepared one, but we'll try it, will we?
try it, sure. Will
Yeah, we'll do a prophecy, sure.
What is it?
This is from our first album. It's called Prophecy of the Seer.
The Cottage on. Are you playing the Cottage on the
We
30th
are
of
on
August?
the 30th, yeah.
That must be one of your managers on here, is it?
Could be, yeah, could be.
That's the open mic night.
Open mic.
Yeah.
30th of August. So there you are. Check out their Facebook page if you want to find out more. Take it away from Ren Marabou and the Berserkers on
Alright.
Highland Radio, Monday night sessions.
Great magic of these pantheons, divine tribe led by Nord. Freya, the great seeress, foretell the times ahead. Vova, Vova, Vova. Over the undying light, you will see magic of the gods, sacrifice, spirits of the land, melody, prophecy of the seer, prophecy of the seer. Prophecy of the seer. Prophecy of the seer. Prophecy of the great magic of these pantheons. Divine tribe led by Nord. Freya, the great seeress, foretell the times ahead. Vova, 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 Vova. The undying light, prophecy of the sea, prophecy of the sea, prophecy of the sea. Oh! Let your Lord power, we are the secret God of the ocean, the great peacemaker, bound to fail, life raging against it, round to fail, Lord of peace and prosperity.
Listen, the sweat is rolling out of us here in the studio. Thank you very much, lads, to Ren, Torrance and Michael for coming up tonight, for putting in the effort, for all the chat and the crack, and best of luck in all the gigs that are coming up for yourselves. And Thomas Ratuski, thanks guys for great music and the best radio in Ireland with the most delicious meat. There you are now. That's how we leave it on that. Yeah, absolutely. Listen, thanks everybody for your company this evening. Really enjoyed it. Stay tuned. Aidan Murphy is on his way with a feast of music over the next 2 hours. And it's an Elvis Presley special as well he has tonight. Thanks to Paul Buckley on production. First night on production. He did a great job as well. He's up visiting from Cork and I dragged him in to do production here on Highland Radio. I'll be back on Thursday night with my own show, Centre Stage, playing the best of Irish music. Hope you can join me between 8 and 10 p.m. Paul McDevitt will be here back on Saturday with his 12 to 3 show. And we're back with another busy Monday night sessions. Next Monday night, Kessler Effect. Avril McNamee on piano. Great new up-and-coming artist from Donegal. And you never know who else could check in on next Monday night. So from Monday night sessions, live music here on Highland Radio. Have a very good evening and we'll talk to you again soon.